Chris, you said in the Conor Benn fight that if you lost that fight, then you're done. If you lose this fight, are you done to bring that pressure into this fight?
We're not talking about losing fights anymore. It's win-win-win all the way now.
And with that said, then how did you get the victory over Liam Smith?
How? By showing up, by doing what I do best, which is searching and destroying.
Chris, why is 60% generous for Liam Smith?
I don't believe he has the ability to trouble me in any aspect of the sport, in any aspect of the fight game. He's a very ABC type of fighter. There's no tricks up his sleeve, there's no surprises, there's nothing that he's going to do which I'm not going to see coming from a million miles away.
What is next for you if you get through here? You know, is it the biggest fights possible for you, or are you looking at world titles, challenging for the biggest fights but also with the world titles as well?
Both. World titles, big fights. Sometimes it's hard to get both. This is one of those instances where it's a huge fight, but there's no world title on the line. But it's a fight that more people are interested in than if I was fighting a Janibek, who nobody knows in the UK. But obviously, at some point, we have to get these belts. We have to hunt down these belts, and that's going to happen within the next 6 months, 6 to 12 months.
Chris, what do you remember about the spars with Liam?
I don't remember anything. I genuinely don't. It was a long, long time ago, and I think I sparred him at Amir Khan's gym alongside his brother, and it was just another day in the office.
Kell Brook's backing Liam to win this fight. Does that surprise you?
It always surprises me when people say things like these are 50-50 fights and he's going to lose. But now it happens so much and so often that actually it doesn't surprise me anymore. It's just something I have to deal with. Kell is. I don't know what Kell's doing, but that's another great fight. That's another fight that could happen potentially if he wants to come back out of retirement. So we'll see what happens.
Chris, you've been in some huge fights. The girl grows. How does this fight compare?
This is a big fight. This is a huge domestic fight, which is important. I love to give the UK fans these exciting fights, and it's good that we have a good fighter in Liam that's well known, that's proven, who's on a great run right now, that the fans can be excited about. It's a genuine fight.
What's your feeling on the whole Conor Benn situation now?
What's my feeling on it? I don't know. I don't know what's happening. He's MIA. He's gone into hiding, which doesn't look good. He needs to answer for the things that have gone on.
He gave up his license. Did you see that? Did that surprise you?
Yeah, he did that, which is another red flag. What can you do? He can't hide forever. Eventually, he's going to have to come out. He's going to have to come out and speak to the people and answer for the things he's done.
How do you deal when they said you're going down to a weight that you never was at before, for the fight to eventually not happen that wasn't even your fault? What was your feelings going through that period, and how do you pick yourself back up again?
It was horrible, and making the weight even after finding out the fight wasn't going to happen. That was tough. It was tough enough, doing it, knowing you're fighting, but when you know that there's nothing coming up from it after you make the weight, that was horrible. But I did it because I'm a man of my word, and it's something that's now fueled me. I went through a camp. I didn't fight. It made me want to get back in the ring as soon as possible. I wanted this fight to happen in December. We couldn't make that happen, so now it's happening in January, which is good because then I can fight in the summer and the winter next year.
If you do fight him, would you agree to the same stipulations as before in terms of the weight and rehydration?
Absolutely not. He has to come up to 160 now if he wants to fight me. He has no pulling power. He has no credibility in here. He has no. The ball's in my court. So if he wants to fight, he has to do it on my terms.
Chris, I know you're not looking past Liam, but there's some big names out there, Golovkin, Canelo's. He was rumoured to fight him some years ago. Do you still want that Golovkin fight?
Absolutely, he has the belts. That's a fight where it's a mega fight and the belts are on the line, which is everything that I want. He didn't look good against Canelo, but that was because he put on weight that he's never put on before. He's not a super middleweight. I'm not a super middleweight. You know, let's get that fight made at middleweight for those belts. It has to happen.
What do you say to people that would say you're fighting him when he's old and past his best?
Nothing. I don't have anything to say to that. He has the belts and I want him.
Is the Saunders rematch bigger than that fight?
The Saunders rematch is huge. Just as big as that fight.
Chris, you opened the press conference by saying that you're the bad guy. You got a lot of love after the Conor Benn situation. Are you still the bad guy?
You tell me. I'm the same guy.
You tell me. Are you the bad guy?
I'm the same guy. I'm the same guy I was leading up to that fight. Nothing's changed, you know. So, you know, I was going to get booed into that arena. I know that. Now it'll probably be different. But, you know, am I going to get booed into the Smith fight? I don't know. We'll find out.